Welcome back to Stranger Palooza. I'm Hank Strange, and today we're in Middlebury, Indiana. We're actually at the Coachmen factory. We have Nate Saunders.
Hello.
How you doing?
Very good.
And are you the head of the Class C section of Coachmen?
The sales and product manager for Coachmen Cross Trail.
Cross Trail. Awesome. So, listen. This is a Class C versus we always do Class B camper van stuff here. It's built on a transit, and you know, there's something out there called the EKKO. I don't know if you guys have heard of the EKKO.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, EKKOs are not easy to get your hands on, and you might want something different.
Sure.
So I thought we would take a look at this, and it's called the Cross Trail, right?
Yes, this is our
Cross Trail
20XG.
20XG. Check this out. We're gonna get into the Cross Trail 20XG right now. The competition for EKKO. You might want to look at this first before you get an EKKO. How about that? We're going to get into all the details with Nate right now.
Sounds good.
So Nate, I don't know a lot about these, but I think it's that little next step up, right, from the Class B. If you're looking at a Class C, let's start though with we'll get into like difference between Class B and Class C here for a second. Did this have a different name? I think it was called Cross Track.
So originally it came out as the Cross Track.
Okay.
As the brand developed and we came out with more floor plan offerings and different content, we saw that it was the right time to change the name to Cross Trail to make sure that we could identify those differences between those two products.
Okay, cool. So then the other thing between the B and the C, and I see this all the time, we do Class B stuff, that's typically within the confines of the van. So however that van is made, you know, you have to build everything inside of there.
Yes. So absolutely. So a Class C is built on a cutaway chassis, and then as the manufacturer, we're going to build the box on that cutaway chassis. What that allows us to do is give us a little bit more width, a little bit more length, and a little bit more height. So you're looking at the same convenient overall size, or very close to, but you get a little bit more space for storage, for sleeping, for the kitchen,
okay,
and those type of living features.
And I think it's also a little bit more affordable, just because you know you're building inside of this set thing that you guys made yourself.
Yes.
So you're building inside of that. So I think those are the options. I hear folks asking me about that all the time, like, hey, I need a little bit more room than that. You know, I need a little bit more affordability than that. Absolutely. But I like the fact that it's built on a van chassis and it's easy to drive. So that's what we're looking at here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is a Ford.
Yep, so we have the Ford Transit. It's 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. It's available in both the rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive.
Okay.
This one is the all-wheel drive, which for this 20XG, we tend to see more all-wheel drive customers.
Okay, because if you want to go a little bit more off-road and stuff like that,
yep,
it's going to help you out. Okay.
Absolutely.
And so one thing I was asking you earlier, is the gas tank bigger on this? Because I know I've got the Coachmen Beyond, and that's 25 gallons. What's this one?
This one would be 31 gallons.
31 gallons. Okay. So we're doing off-road here, right? So more than likely that person's going a little bit off-road, a little bit overlanding.
Yep.
With these. Okay.
So we took this 20XG. The original concept of the 20XG was looking to be more of a B-van alternative.
Okay.
As it's grown, you know, what I'm going to show you here is our Cross Trail 20XG Extreme package.
Okay.
And that Extreme package is geared more towards that customer that wants to take it a little off-road, go to the trailhead, get their bikes out,
and then
do
go
a little
deeper.
bit longer extended stays.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely excited to show you the features here.
So upgraded bumper here in front of everything right here.
Yep, so you have a little guard with LED lights. That's part of that Extreme package.
Okay.
Moving over to the side, we did put a 2-inch lift.
Oh, okay, so there is a lift on this.
It's a small lift.
Okay.
It is all-terrain tires with blacked out rims.
Okay.
Again, kind of goes hand in hand with that all-wheel drive chassis.
Yeah.
It has the running boards.
So there's one here in the front that I noticed. Yeah. So, and then everything up here is pretty much the same as in any other transit van, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
No, not any changes in there. Did the seats go around?
The seats would swivel, so you
okay.
have 2 additional seats to
And we'll see it more when we get in, but I can see from the outside here that it looks like you've got a backup camera system or some kind of camera system in there.
Yes, backup and side view cameras.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we'll see. And it looks like we've got some, is that a camera out here?
That's your side view camera.
Yeah, so there you go. So those cameras, I think it comes with a front camera, right? So you've got the side view cameras, and you have in the back
side view and rear view.
Rear view. Okay, awesome. All right. So everything from here going back
would be built by Coachmen.
Okay.
Built at our, so the walls, the floor, the ceiling would all be built at our lamination facility.
Okay.
So one of the nice things about Coachmen Class C's is we have 2-inch sidewalls, so it's a little thicker than most Class C's in the market. And then we have a layer of Asdel composite here. I would like to point that out. So it's where a lot of laminated walls use a wood substrate. We use a composite material that's 100% water impervious, so it's not going to soak up water, delaminate. Okay. Really helps the integrity of this wall and the lifespan of the wall.
And you said that's 2 inches?
It is a 2-inch sidewall. Between the aluminum and the fiberglass, you have that layer of Asdel.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So should we go in here? And typically, just before we go in, from the outside, I've seen in Class C's, you can get a big build over right here. I don't know what you call this front part.
Right.
Kind of like the swooping part.
Yep. So we have the fiberglass front cap. It gives it a more automotive, aerodynamic appeal, similar to what a B-van would be.
Okay.
But that is different than what most Class C's would have with that cab over bunk.
Okay. And so there's only this option, right?
Only this option.
On this one. Okay.
Yep. So coming to the inside of the coach, so that front fiberglass cap then turns into a front entertainment center. We do a smart TV. There's a Wi-Fi ranger, so you can connect your smart TV to any Wi-Fi source within a mile line of sight. So you could stream your Hulu's, your Netflix, whatever streaming device.
Very important.
The interior decor here, we've kind of take a more modern approach with the all white. Kind of makes the
lots of cabinets. Oh wow, these are deep too. Oh yeah. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's a big benefit. If you guys can see in here, and this one goes all the way back, Lola, if you want to come in and show the folks. So you could put something really big in here if you wanted. And I also noticed you've got some pockets in here as well for storage of things close to the driver, I guess.
Yep, so we wanted to utilize the space here to the left and the right of the entertainment center. So, you know, whether it's blankets or games or DVDs, whatever you need to bring with you.
Yeah, there's an extra outlet I see back there, as well as HDMI port, it looks like. So if you have devices that you want to plug into the TV, you can plug all that stuff in here, or have stuff sitting over here, I guess, and have it run into the TV, right?
Yes, sir.
We've got is that a convection?
It's your standard residential microwave.
Okay.
Much more cabinet space, kitchen space than what you
fold
find
up.
on most small units.
Yeah. Wow, lots of space.
The refrigerator for this size of
that's a big one.
It's a pretty large refrigerator, so
yeah,
plenty of space to bring your food and beverages with.
That's awesome. Big freezer portion to that here.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
This would be a 3-way refrigerator, so it'd run off 12 volt, 110 volt, or propane.
Okay.
We do have a very large propane tank on board here, a 68-pound propane tank, so you can save as much of the battery power as possible and use your fridge on propane or the propane cooktop.
Okay, so when we go outside, you guys will see the big vents on the outside of that. So that's awesome. Nice big refrigerator. So if you're going to be in here for a lot longer, you know, you can stock up if you need to, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And obviously we've got some countertop space here, and then we've got like an actual full-size faucet here and a 2-burner. Right here, do you want to come through here, Nate? And
so you'll have a lot of, one of the things that we like to point out is the amount of drawer space that we have in the kitchen. So there's plenty of storage space.
Yeah.
And on this side, for the pantry, you have very deep pantry storage spots here.
Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, So before we go back there, we've got a, like, what are we calling this here? A dinette?
Yep, so here would be our four-person dinette. The dinette can convert to an additional sleeping space. But what you have here is, you know, an ability on a convenient sized coach to be able to comfortably dine 4 people at the same table.
Okay.
You don't see that a whole lot in the the van community, so
right.
That's one of the benefits of a smaller Class C like this, where it's just large enough that you can get a couple of these living features.
And so, can people sit on both of these, or just this side seat belted?
So there will be seat belts at each position.
Okay, there will be. Okay, is this kind of like a prototype we're looking at right now?
It is.
Pre-production?
So a lot of the exterior features is proto. The dinette here, this one would have the seat belts installed. They're just tucked away.
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go. So there are seat belts here. Okay. So on each side you can seat 2 people seat belted?
Yes. So total you can have 6 people seat belted in this.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's
2
pretty
up front
cool.
and 4 at the dinette.
Yeah, and so does this table go down and then?
Yep. So this table, there would be a shorter set of pedestal table legs that would go here, and then this tabletop would sit on each one of these rails.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming the cushions come down and fit in.
Cushions would go right on top here.
Okay, and then that equates to about what, like a full-size bed?
It would be I think it's a 71-inch long bed, so it's a little bit shorter than your traditional mattress.
Okay.
And it's about 40 inches wide. So
right. Yeah, so probably up to teenagers or whatever you can get to in here. I see there's this little pass-through that says child seat tether.
Yep, so there is an anchor spot down on the floor that if you wanted to have a child safety seat, that it can be put here, anchored down to the floor, so it is designed for those child.
Okay, very cool. Seats. And you're so let's just go up top here for a second. We've got a big vent. Is this just like a skylight?
Yep. This would just be a normal vent. It is optional with power vent fans.
Okay, so you can get a max fan or something here if you wanted to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that would be great. Awesome. And then what kind of AC are we looking at?
So this is an 11,500 BTU Dinette high efficiency air conditioner.
Oh, okay.
So the high efficiency air conditioner, the way this is set up, we have 640 amp hours of lithium battery, runs through a 3,000 watt inverter, so you can run this air conditioner off just battery power.
Yeah, and from what I hear, these are pretty good ACs. Dinette is doing some really good stuff when it comes to that.
Yep, they've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah,
definitely put out a good product.
Yeah, I would say that's a big plus from my point of view.
Moving to the back, we're going to have a split bath. So instead of the common wet bath that you'd find on most vans, you have a separate shower.
Okay.
And then a separate latrine area.
Oh, awesome! So yeah. And this is a relatively, I know, I've seen smaller sinks, so this I think is a good sized sink. And then you can come in and use the toilet separately. And then there is storage in here. I'll just show you guys that. It's a good storage in here. And Lola's favorite, the mirror. Lola, there's a mirror in here.
I see that.
Lola's checking that out.
I see that.
Very important. So that's awesome. These two are separated. So here's I'll let you close that.
The separation is super nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So there is a step up here into it, and then you've got the shower head here. You've got what looks like a skylight above that.
Yes.
And then you got LED lighting if you're taking late showers.
Where's the curtain?
It looks like this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I'm digging that. Yeah, so if you want a bigger shower, separate bathroom, something like this fits that. Yeah, that's a pretty cool. I would say that you don't see that everywhere. Yeah.
And it's very useful for a family trip where the kids can shower and the restroom still be usable.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or vice versa, people will be in the restroom more.
And then coming back here is probably going to be your main feature that separates this from
this
other
big garage
units in the
space here.
So you have a pass-through storage on each side with a bed that can power up and down. It'll come down to just about 2 feet, so it's easy to get into. Or it can go all the way up to the top and really maximize this storage space in the back.
So what size is this bed? Is this a queen?
So
carrying?
that would be a full-size bed. That'd be 50 inches.
Okay.
80 inches.
Okay, there you go. So that goes all the way up, and you can bring everything in here and then bring it down when you want to, right?
Yep. So this gives you the ability, if you have bicycles that you want to keep indoors and locked, you can put them inside, take them out when you're ready to use them.
So we'll go outside here and let you guys take another look at this from another vantage point, and then we'll talk about all the stuff outside. There is another skylight there, and then I think there's a window. So we'll see if we can actually manipulate some of this down to where it needs to be.
Yeah, so the Euro Loft Bed from Lippert, you just hit the power down button, and it would...
Does it have a point where it stops, or it can go all the way down?
Yes, it would stop at that height. So
okay.
It's about 18 inches from the step.
So if you wanted to, you could get a pretty big open space in here for the bedroom. So if you weren't, let's say you were not bringing in a bunch of stuff, you have enough storage down there that you can put some things in, and then have this pretty open.
Correct.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. And then Lola, I don't know if you see this from there. Here,
Not from this point.
I'll show you guys. So there's actually 2 windows. So there's a window with a blind, which is awesome, and then there's another one on the other side. So that's if you're at a really great location, you know, right, Nate?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're
that's fun.
If you're at a nice spot and you want to get a good view, you got plenty of bedroom window space.
Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna go outside. So before we go out there, what I did miss right here is a control panel. So there's a GFI right here. It looks like.
Yep. So you got your GFI. You have USB plugins. This would be your solar controller. That monitors your battery as well as the amps that are coming into the battery from your solar.
Okay. How much solar do we have?
This coach is equipped with 380 watts of solar.
380.
You have two 190 watt Go Power panels.
Okay.
Moving down here, so the Renogy battery monitor. It's a really neat feature that shows you how many amp hours are in your battery, the percentage of life they have, and then this feature right under here is really cool because it shows you the amount of time that you have left on your battery life based off the current load that's coming off the batteries.
Oh, cool. Okay, so whatever usage you have, if you have the AC
it'll
on,
give you
etc.
it'll give you a timer of how much longer the battery's gonna last. Cool. And then under here it would show you positive charge is gonna show you the amps coming in. Right now we have amps coming in from the solar panels that are on the roof.
Yeah. And then further down here, what are these switches?
So this would control your armless awning, your Thule armless awning.
Okay.
To extend, retract, and then the level of sensitivity, it will automatically retract if it does start to detect vibration.
High wind. Okay, and then what's this down here?
So this would be your battery disconnect.
Okay.
So it cuts off the battery, any 12-volt battery.
All right, awesome. That's pretty cool. Okay, nice big door, tough door here, by the way. You know. And how does this separate from here? Just so we can get a look at that as we're going out. There you go. And you got a little pass-through.
So this would be your vents for your 3-way refrigerator, your exhaust vents.
Okay, so there you go. And it looks like you guys have Lithionics batteries
Yes,
here.
so we kind of alluded to that earlier. This is the first coach that we've used the Lithionics Never Die batteries. So this one is equipped with 640 amp hours of lithium battery.
These two battery setups are
it's-
640?
Yep, so it's two 320 amp hour batteries.
Cool. That's pretty awesome. And so that's on a slide out, I'm guessing, so that you can have access to it.
Yep, so the slides tucks away. If you do need to have access to it,
Pull that
the
out.
tray slides right out.
Awesome. And then I see, is this for the, this looks like this is for the solar
so
panel?
that would be additional solar if you wanted to have a portable solar panel. You can plug it into the side as well. Works with the same Go Power controller.
Yeah. So this is stuff that, like, for example, being able to slide your batteries out like that, that's stuff you're not going to get on a Class B van. So, you know, big benefit to that. There's a big window out here for you guys. Looks like you can open it up
Yep.
and get some breeze going through there. Is this for a TV
Yep.
hookup?
So you can take that TV off the front entertainment center. Comes off the bracket. You can plug it in. Put it on the bracket out here. You can plug it in. And you also have your cable hookup right here.
Oh, cool.
This would be a water source So you could hose down bicycles, or if you had your camp set up out here and you wanted to have a fresh water source, you could hook the hose up right there.
Awesome. Very nice.
And then continuing to the back to give you that outside picture of what that storage compartment looks like.
Yeah, so that's really useful if you think about, you know, how many things. I can get a lot of stuff in here if I really wanted to. And then having access to it from both sides. What are you going to say, Lola?
I was going to say, do you want to operate the bed back up and we can actually see the space out here?
Now that's relatively, I noticed, relatively quiet.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. So it's very quiet, very smooth operation. And one other important thing we should mention about the bed, the way it's set up is you can use it at any height.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be at a set height to use it. You can use it all the way down, halfway up, depending on your storage needs.
Right.
It is adjustable and usable at any height.
Do you know how much weight the bed can take?
Up to 800 pounds.
800 pounds.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm good, Lola.
You're good, but
That's a couple of people. 800 pounds normally. Yeah. No, that's pretty good. I mean, this is a huge space right here.
I like all this.
So, yeah, you've got these are for tie down. So if you put stuff in here, you don't want it moving around. You can easily tie them down.
And it looks like you can hose it down too.
Yeah.
Because of this
Yeah.
material.
You have a more durable flooring material back here.
Yeah, and I see there's also a power plug back here as well. So if you have something, let's say you have those electric bicycles a lot of folks are getting into,
Plug them right in here.
plug it in here. Yeah, this is, I really like the amount of space that's here. There's a lot of possibilities of what you can do with this and what you can carry back here. So even if you are carrying, let's say, you know, you're carrying, because you said this could take up to like 6 people seat belted, right?
Yep.
You could put a tent, like a quick tent set up here, pull it out.
Yeah, the cargo carrying capacity on this is going to be, depending on the options, it should hover around 22 to 2,300 pounds.
22 to
of cargo,
2,300 pounds. Okay.
Which is, you know, quite a bit more than some of the other Class Cs. That
Yeah,
represent
that's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Very cool. So as we walk around out here,
Wanna
propane.
jump out this way?
Sure.
Yeah. Is this a propane hookup that we've got going on?
Yep. So this would be a quick disconnect propane. So this is, if you take a grill, you can hook it up to the propane, and it'll run off your propane tank that's on board.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Let's. By the way, I like this color scheme. How many different color schemes are you gonna have going? I don't know if we could close this down maybe and get a better look. So you guys can see. Oh, there it goes. Coachmen Dalmatian right there.
So color scheme, all of them are going to be the silver color infused fiberglass with a graphics package.
Okay.
For this model year, the standard is going to be a blue mountain on the side for cross trail.
Okay.
This copper X is what's going to symbolize the extreme package, or more of that off-road package that we're putting on this unit.
All right. Very cool. All right. Let's walk around here. Now I don't know if all of these have that, but I do like this slope that you can see here.
Yep, everyone would
Clearance.
have that
Okay.
type of departure angle on the 20
Okay.
inches.
Very nice. And then you've got a nice big bumper back here. I think you can store stuff in here.
Yep, so this bumper would be designed to store your black
Black
your waste
hoses.
tube.
Yeah. Do you know? Okay, and there's the camera, which we're going to get into that here at the end. And once we get up front, we'll get into the stuff that's in the cabin. So there's your rear view camera. How much towing can you do? I see there's a towing hookup.
So on this one is a 1.5-inch receiver with a 2,000-pound hitch.
Okay.
So it's kind of designed, you know, to carry the small toys or the small vehicles that you'd want to bring with you.
Okay. How big is the propane tank on this?
So it's 68-pound propane tank.
Okay. Are we coming around to it here?
Yep. So the propane tank would be up front. What we have here is
Okay.
your city water connection, tank flush, and tank fill. Are
Okay.
at all 3 separate ports.
Yeah. Now, just one thing. I see these. I'm not sure what these strips are. I see them all around.
So it's something
The vehicle.
different in a Class C than in a Class B, since we put the walls on. This is actually the belt rail that would connect the wall to the subfloor.
Oh, as it goes in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if there's like an extra usage for that or something. Like you can hook up stuff out here.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have some fiberglass molded wheel liners.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
see a tank back here. Is that the black tank?
Yep, that'd be your
Okay.
black.
Yeah. So so that's why I'm assuming all your stuff there's your everything to empty out, right?
Okay.
Is it all from one? Is your gray and your black?
You have two separate tanks. You have a gray tank and a black tank.
Okay.
In this motor.
Do you just pull different sides or something on
Yes,
that? to open
there
it?
will be a gray handle separate than the black
In
handle.
that one. Okay.
So your storage compartment.
Oh, more storage. That's another benefit of having something like this. Oh, here's our tank.
And then there's your large propane tank.
And how much was that again?
That is 68 pounds.
68 pounds. Wow. Okay.
There's the other.
So that's a pretty big tank. And I think is this your shore power here?
Yes, sir.
There's your shore power for anyone who's curious to know where that's at here. Is this for the Truma? What's this venting?
This would be for your water heater. So it's a 6-gallon water heater.
6 gallon. Okay.
And then this is for your furnace vent.
Okay, cool. So just to get a couple of stats, how big is the freshwater tank on this?
So freshwater tank on this floor plan is going to be 30 gallons of fresh water. You'll also have some significant black and gray water. You're right around 25 gallons for each the black and the gray tank.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And we mentioned earlier the cargo carrying capacity. You know, that's a great feature for this, being north of 2,000 pounds. I think the way this one's kitted out, you're at 2,200 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I notice up here, some of those same tracks, like you're saying, that's to put everything together. And then there's some little flukes or something coming off. Is that for water drainage?
So that would drain the water off to the rear and to the front of the coach.
Okay.
That way, if you're accessing your storage back here, you're not going to have a puddly mess.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So if it was raining, you don't have to worry about like a waterfall or something coming over. Okay. And then I know this is, I mean, from up here, it's pretty much the way that it is in a Ford Transit, right?
Yes,
This will be your gas tank right here. You know, so you can actually open that. Sorry, you can open it and then close the door and still fill it up when you're at the gas station, right? What you're gonna have to go to. There's a step up here that I noticed, and then I'm gonna go up in here, Nate, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Because there's a couple of things. So what else is different up here over the normal vehicle?
So when you compare this to a more traditional Class C that's on an E-Series chassis, you'll find that the Transit chassis has more legroom for both the driver and the passenger. Has a
lot of room here.
Has a larger windshield, so you get a better viewing angle for both the driver and the passenger. You don't get tunnel vision compared to most traditional Class Cs.
Right.
You do have a large touch screen that's new to the Transit this year for our offering.
Right. And all of this has like Apple CarPlay.
That would have CarPlay.
All that good stuff in here.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed the Ford system. I think it's great. You can start the car from outside of the vehicle from that app, see where it is, where your fuel's at. And then it looks like you guys have added a screen here. So I know it's not on right now.
Yep, so that screen
What do we
would be
see?
Your camera system. So it would show you your left, your right side view cameras. If you hit your left turn signal,
It would show
pops
you.
up your left,
Oh, cool.
left
Yeah.
blind spot.
Yeah.
And vice versa with your right.
Yeah.
And then if you put the coach into reverse, that screen will show your,
Oh, okay.
your rear view.
Does it
monitor.
show you rear view all the time? Like, is
It
there
has
a way?
a setting you can set it up to do so.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, because I know in the back, just because of the way that it's constructed, there's no way to see out the
Yeah,
back.
you won't have a rear view mirror, but you can use that in place of one.
Awesome. That's cool. All right, so listen, check it out, guys. We're going to go up front and we're going to wrap this up right now. All right, Nate, I want to thank you for giving us this walkthrough of the 20XG Extreme package, I think.
Yes, sir.
Did I get that right? This is really interesting, man. I think I see a lot of cool features that you guys already built into this, and then there's flexibility for someone who's buying one of these to adapt it, you know, to exactly how they want to live, where they want to go, etc. Like there's a lot of room there if you want to put in a generator when you feel you need a generator. I know we were talking about the fact that you do have a second alternator in here, so you can use that to recharge the batteries.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time and doing for a walk.
Absolutely, you're welcome. So the folks out there who want to know more about this, because I guarantee you we missed something.
Okay.
So for people who want to know more, how can they like get in touch with you?
So you would navigate through Coachmen RV, go through their motorhome section, and then we have a tab on there for Cross Trail that would show you all of our Cross Trail floor plans.
Okay.
And that's where you'd find all the information on our new 20XG and 20XG Extreme.
Awesome. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Leave your comments and everything here. We'll see if we can get Nate to check in on the video, maybe answer some questions that you guys have. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you once again from beautiful Middlebury, Indiana. The weather's great out here. We're out.